All right, so question real quick. So how do you go about detecting a champion? What gives it off? What do they look like? How do they behave? How do they talk?
And everybody has different characteristics. It's all how people handle adversity. I see people walk in the door, on a regular basis. You can tell if they've had a bad day. You can tell if they had a good day. You can tell if they had a bad week, or if they're going through tough times at home. You can just tell a lot of times the expression on people's faces. And champions know how to, be positive in every situation. When you walk into a room, when it's performance time, and it's performance time, whether you're training or whether you're sitting in one of the seats, it's performance time. People have to see greatness. They have to see enthusiasm. They have to see excitement. We have to be able to separate the things that go on in our lives. I mean, I can't tell you how many things in my life that have gone. My life hasn't been perfect. I can't tell you how many times that I walked through doors that I didn't want to walk through. But I walked in with my head held high. People are like, oh man, he's here to train, he's here to do this, he's here to do this. But people didn't know the storm that I was in. People didn't know. I don't bring the cloud indoors with me. And people have to learn how to kind of channel that stuff. And when you walk into a room, people should know who you are. People should know the way that you carry yourself, that you're a senior vice president, even if you just signed up. People should know that. I can tell people that have vision when they first join. I can tell people, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a perfect example. People have come up to me multiple times and said, Jeff, my business just seems stuck and I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. But I've had other people say, Jeff, my business is about to blow up. It's going to explode. It's going to go nuts. See, both statements mean the same thing. One statement, nothing's happening. The other statement's nothing's happening. But one of them, the second person, is somebody that something's going to take place in their business. Something is about to blow up in their business because they spoke it, they believe it, it's going to happen. The other person is sitting there basically complaining, saying, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. Well, what's wrong is the way that you think. Nobody will join your team. Nobody will join your business with that negative attitude. Even if you're not portraying it it's amazing. You'll have a champion present a business that just had a horrible day, and the champion will close business. But you'll have somebody else who's destined to quit. They're going to give up because of the words that they say, the expression on their face. They'll give the same presentation at the same day, at the same time, and it'll be a no-go. There'll be no, because there'll be a feeling. People, you know how dogs can sense fear? Well, people can sense garbage too. People can sense bullcrap. So they can honestly tell, if you're at that place in life. And so no matter what you're going through, one of the greatest characteristics of a leader, of a champion, is no matter what you're going through, it should not be displayed everywhere. There's a difference between a journal and Facebook, and people need to separate those two. Keep the garbage in the journal. Only you read. You don't need to put your journal out on Facebook. If you're going through a tough time, call people you can depend on and trust to pray with you. Go to church. Do something like that where you're going to have that support system, but you don't put that on Facebook where people can throw arrows. If they're going to throw arrows, make sure you're going somewhere. Make sure they hit you in the back because you're going in the opposite direction of those people. And like I've said before, critics can't throw that high, so you got to keep elevating yourself. You got to keep going, rise above each and everything that people are going to throw at you. But man, as a champion, act like a champion. Act tough at every situation, every given situation. People should be afraid to not do business with you. They should be at a place when they're hearing, the words that you're saying and how you're saying them and the vision that you have. You could be an executive team trainer in the business. You could be at the very opening levels of business, but if you're going someplace, people should know that. People should sense that. You should talk at ATT the same way that you do at SVP. Study those people. Watch how they act. Watch how they talk. Not the arrogance that some of them have, but the belief that some of them have. The SVPs that are still working still have vision. I would suggest, go after that. Follow that. Model that. Look at their thought process and just watch how they carry themselves. And I think that just those little things, man, those little tiny things separate the difference between somebody who presents nonstop and gets no results and somebody who presents one time and can get a result in one time. So I think that adopt those philosophies. Be tough mentally as you are. It makes more sense to be tough mentally as it does to be tough physically, because people are intimidated by one, but they're motivated by the other. So I would just suggest, go that route, man. Just be tough at every situation. Don't put your crap on Facebook. Don't put your crap all over your face, because your face when you walk in is like Facebook sometimes, So just be tough. Be a champion.
Awesome.